Welcome to week 3 of MBA 575. I hope you're moving along and getting comfortable with the textbook, the material, and the dirt bike case project. We are going to continue on in chapter 7, 8, and 9, but again, be sure and check the readings section of the class because we're only doing about 10-15 pages of each chapter. For chapter 7, we're just doing page 249 to 261. Chapter 7 is a great chapter on telecommunications, the internet, and wireless technology. So, these new technologies and how they're applied in business. We're going to look at some of the trends in telecommunications and networking. We're going to look at the communications network, digital versus analog, and that's how the signal is sent over the wire. We have different formats there. What type of networks, some of the media, and speed, so cabling. We look at different things like category 5 cables that we use with networks, or fiber optics, which is faster speeds, and cell phones. We're going to look at also a little bit of RFID and wireless sensor, some new technologies and things that are used today. In chapter 8, we'll be covering pages 295 to 305, so just 10 chapters, but this is a really good chapter, again, on securing our information systems. Security and hacking has been a big deal the last few years, and different types of information. I'm sure you're all familiar with companies like Target or Equifax. The IRS was targeted and the technology was stolen. So these can not only ruin the business's name, but shut businesses down, put them out of business. There's high fines if we don't secure our data at our companies. So it looks at what systems are vulnerable, looks at different types of malicious software, from viruses, worms, Trojan horses, and spyware. And now ransomware, where companies' data is encrypted, and then a ransom is kind of a bribery asked for money to get their data back. So backups and things are important there. We look at information system controls, risk assessment. A company needs to sit down and do an assessment. Okay, what if my data is stolen? What if my servers crash? What if the building bursts down? What kind of risks does that present my company, and how can we prevent those? Looks a little bit of setting security policies. So how strong should our passwords be? Do we have a firewall? Do we make sure that our mobile and laptop devices are encrypted when they travel? Things like that. Look a little bit at intrusion detection systems, trying to detect when people are trying to hack into our company. Business continuity. If we do have a flood or our company burns down, do we have another location we can go to, set up our computers, and start back on working? So a great chapter, very important in this digital age, and need to secure our networks. And then we'll be looking at chapter 9, which is just pages 339 to 346, so it's not too much, but we're going to look at enterprise systems, a system like a manufacturing ERP system that goes for our whole company. We enter from manufacturing to sales data to financial and accounting, having that all in one database instead of separate small systems. So enterprise versus departmental systems. We look at a little bit of supply chain management, customer relation management. So we have customer relationship management systems that are just for sales and marketing, looking at how our relationships with our customers are doing and doing that over the internet. Then we're going to look at the dirt bike case project, which is applying chapter 7 through 9 to the dirt bike case project. So again, applying this knowledge from the textbook to the actual case where you are considered a consultant. So we're going to continue that on with chapter 7, 8, and 9. Now this week we do use a little bit of Access database. So I'm going to put a video on how to use Access. If you're not familiar with it at all, I'd like you to try a little bit of it, but you're welcome to do it like in Excel, but it's mostly looking at how you would design the database for this company. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me if you're not comfortable with Access. But I'd like you to give it a try. So please look in the weekly news forum for a short video on how to use Access database that comes with your software. You have access through that, through your Office 365 email and software. So hope you enjoy this week. A lot of great knowledge and information. And as usual, let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the classroom.